Welcome back to the next big pod. Press pass Paul fucking made the thing collapse, the big lanky bastard. They should have took him out and his maw. That is what it is. But we were basically talking about Frampton. Frampton got a chance to talk because like shit kept interrupting you. What was your opinion on this fight?
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
I kind of think. Well, I said in the chat earlier on, Alex got a bit. We had a little back and forth, but I think on my scorecard, I think Carl will win.
Oh, sorry. See, just before you go there, right? If people's listening to this that used to listen to the Boxing Voice and that fucking weirdo Beeb and that creepy paedophile rapist Ringside Robbie, they do a podcast and I've just looked up on Twitter and they done one 17 hours ago and it's got 119 views. And the most I've had is the most I've had was 1,000 views, and that was Golovkin Kell Brook. He basically does one that is the history lesson, and it's fucking 101 views, 81 views, and all. There you go, you fucking tits. We are the fucking champions. Right, on you go, Cap. Sorry about that.
Well, I basically think Carl will win, but I don't think he'll get the decision. I think the volume from Leo Santa Cruz will just sway the judges, whether it's effective aggression or not. I think he'll get the nod. The only way I can see Leo Santa Cruz like being stopped in his tracks is if Carl can hurt him early doors. Like if he can catch him with a counter and make him feel it around 1, 2, or 3 or something. I think it will make Santa Cruz second guess throwing a million punches around.
Break it down to how do you think he'll be able to feel it? Do you think he'll need to kind of press in hard or slow and gently?
I don't know. I think he might go in raw.
Aye. Oh, will he go strapped up or bareback?
I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, but that may be bareback. he might go dry dog in the night. But,
oh, that's my boy. That's my fucking boy.
But yeah, anyway, basically, Press Pass is a prick. I just want to say that. And I wanted him on here, but fuck that. He just talks and talks and talks. I can't stand the bloke.
I can't stand shit.
Can't stand it.
Have we got Pops on here now?
Pop's come back on, but he's left again.
No, Pops says they coming on until he posts that on Twitter, so Pops get fucking off.
Big shout out to Pops because he's back in the mob now as well. He made up to the mob.
Yeah.
What has he got to post on Twitter?
That he's sorry to me and Brian.
He apologises to fucking everybody and etc. Yeah, he has to do it before he gets back on, right? So
Ship's having a dump and he'll be on in a minute.
Should we get final predictions for this?
Brian, can I give my 2 pence?
Aye, on you go.
I really feel if Frampton has to control the early rounds, because I really can't picture a scene where, say if it's level after 4, Carl has to then go out and win the fight. I think Carl's got to build up a lead to win the fight, and not because I think he'll fade later on. It's just because I think if Carl's a hunter in this fight, it suits Santa Cruz because they'll just stand shoulder to shoulder. Carl's got to stay a step ahead of him, but not move too much. So yeah, I think the pattern of the first 4 rounds will ultimately decide the fight.
I don't disagree.
That silence made me think everyone disagreed with me then.
No, I just think that Calney kind of needs to establish himself, especially with being in America. I know that with PBC they've been favourable judges for the British fighters, but at the same time he needs to he definitely needs to start well. Maybe not Leo Santa Cruz's confidence a wee bit. I mean, I'm just not high on him. I know everybody's like that he was a mini Margarito, but surely the opponents that he's fighting and has been fighting for years is going to be a telling factor. I mean, you can look at. I mean, I'm no a lover of Quig, right? But Frampton's fought Kiko Martinez twice, right? When Kiko was fucking round his prime, right? See when he fought him for the world title. That was Kiko's prime because Kiko was coming off 4 fucking fantastic wins, right? He fought Quig, who was undefeated, right? Quigg is what he is, right? We're not going to shit on him. Avalos was a decent opponent. He was top 10. He was a mandatory. Gonzalez, fuck man, we all thought that Cal was going to knock him out after a couple of rounds, and he's been fighting the better opponent. So that, I think that's got to tell. I know that Leo Santa Cruz fought Mares, but at the same time, you need to look at Mares. Mares was never the same after Johnny Gonzalez fucking put him to sleep. He was fucking ruined after that. It took him a year to come back, and I always thought Mares was the type of guy that the first fight that he would want to come back to is Gonzalez. I thought he'd want to exercise that, but he was never wanting it, and he always wanted to do the Cruz fight. He made it out as if it's because it was Mexican pride. It was money, mate. Let's no fuck two things about it here. Mares kind of comes across as if he's like a kind of Los Angeles Mexican, while Leo Santa Cruz comes across as if he's a taco-eating cunt.
do you not also think that it's nice to say he gets 750 grand to fight sparring partners, blah blah blah. If they were really confident and thought that he could beat all the top guys, and he would have got paid more, don't you think they would have fucking took him? At some point, you have to take, and the fact that he hasn't, and he's pretty much brought two little guys up to fight him when he's moved up, says to me that I think Carl Frampton wants this fight more than him. I think Carl Frampton.
He wanted Free Mullen to fight Rigo, the pussy bastard.
That's what I mean.
Carl, that's important what you just said there about what happened there. Carl switched over he fought parody for the IBF. He was fighting in the IBF, trying to get through to the mandatory stage for ages and that. And he switched over purposely to WBC. Fought a final eliminator against Cazares. And they thought they could make the fight with Leo. They literally switched over purposely for Leo Santa Cruz, and Leo's team wouldn't make the fight. They're making it now and all, but Carl has been after that fight particularly for a long time now. So they're definitely going for him for a reason anyway. So hopefully it works.
Do you know that thing you said, Carl, just now about Carl seems to want the fight more than Santa Cruz? I saw something with Frampton on Box Nation this week. And he said that Santa Cruz didn't want to come to New York to do a press conference, so that's why the fight seems to have gone under the radar, because there's been no presser in the build-up. If you look at his record, he's fought in places like Texas, California, obviously Mexico, Vegas, which he's never really ventured far, and I do wonder how it will affect him, especially if there's a partisan crowd against him. I'm not saying he'll fold or anything, but it's certainly a massive intangible going into this, because he does seem to have fought in a comfort zone so far.
And also the fact that they think he's their golden boy. At the end of the day, fucking Frampton wins this. He's massive. He's massive both sides. He's straight into number two, in terms of a Brit. I know he's Irish, but
Well, he'll be pound for pound as well.
He'll be pound for pound. Yeah, pound for pound. Fighter of the year, other than Wardor Kovalev. I mean, he's pretty much going to be one of the biggest names in the sport for a little guy. So I think he'll be just as big as Leo. And New York, if they can get into the Irish base, imagine fucking Paddy's Day there or something like that. He could sell out fucking.
If it goes well, I do genuinely. I think if it's a close fight, they'll probably go again Paddy's Day in MSG. They'll turn over to MSG and go there. I don't know, it's all ifs and buts. It's easy, it's probably silly even suggesting something like that. It's all dependent on what happens really on Saturday night, but it's going to be a... They're doing well with Carl out in America. They're introducing them now. When he went to El Paso, was just it couldn't have gone any worse in every single aspect. Everything just went wrong on that trip. But they're doing it right on this one. He went out a month early. They're bringing around the Irish embassies and all that. You have to build all that. It's shitty work that fighters don't like doing, but if you really want to do it in America, they're the ones who get people out and all that, going to fights and everything.
See the thing with that, Mark, is I don't know his sparring partners at all. I've seen pictures of them, I've not got a fucking clue who they are, but whether it's with Leo Santa Cruz's fight sparring with the likes of Mikey Garcia and a couple of other people, he seems to be getting some right serious sparring in. I don't know who he's sparring somebody for Spain. We all know that Spain are shit.
Yeah, but his chief sparring partner for the last few years was the fella who beat Leo Campbell. No, your man Mendy. Was that his name? But that's been his chief sparring partner for years. No one knows all these fighters, and then they have wins, and then they go, okay, that's who it is. One thing is, some of them I've not heard of, but Barry McGuigan purposely picks them. And to be fair, if Barry McGuigan's picking them, can any of us really judge that? He purposely picks sparring partners for Carl. And, I think Barry McGuigan is just as good a judge as anybody. So I'm not really going to knock the sparring partners anyway. Because
Mark, if Frampton wins, do you think he'll be back? How long do you think it'll take for him to come and fight back in Ireland?
If he wins, I don't think he comes back. I just think I just think America will just want. I just think you come to a point in your career that money will just dictate, and if US networks want you, you don't have to come back. It's a chance to secure a different life that you ever dreamed of, because he doesn't have UK television, so he hasn't got that to come back to. So he will have a US TV. They will dictate his career. It's not going to be about what Carl wants. There's a possibility he could come back for it. Because of the time scale, it's going to be in August. It depends on how they work. If he wins, but I hate really talking about what happens if he wins, because it's such a big fight and it's really overlooking how difficult, how hard it's going to be with Leo Santa Cruz. But if he does win, I just think America will just keep him. I think with the PBC, he hasn't got many stars in that at the moment. And if Carl wins, especially an Irish fighter in New York, they will jump all over that bandwagon and they'll try and build something over there. Because Heyman can't. I know he doesn't. He used to not care about tickets selling, but he's running out of the money that he had previously. And Carl could fill a big gap in that, especially in America. It's all ifs and buts, Dewey, and I'd love him to come back and fight Lee Selby for one thing at a time.
Just had a question from the chat. If Frampton loses, does he come back and fight Quigg again?
No, there's no I don't think there's any reason to touch that. I think it'd be too difficult to do business with Hernans, and there's no reason for that. Like, Scott Quigg is only coming back now. He's very obsessed with him. I don't think anyone should even talk about him for a long time. There's no justification even to have a fight with Carl. He doesn't seem like he wants to.
He doesn't seem like he wants to earn it at all, does he? He just seems like he expects to have a couple of tune-ups and then straight back in.
Well, he's got that Gallagher mentality, hasn't he? He's got that I'm world class now. I fought at a world class level and lost, but that makes me world class. Therefore,
that's fucking Levi Martinez scorecard.
Yeah, exactly.
Martinez scorecard is false.
Exactly. I mean, well, it's not even just that. It's just this mentality that they've all got. They lose. When we look at the fucking Smith brothers, they lose at world level and suddenly they think that they are world level because they competed and maybe won like 2 rounds. It's pathetic, and they suddenly think they're entitled to more title shots and more than they're worth. They don't have to earn it anymore because they're at this status.
Alex, perfect quote on that was Paul Smith had a little interview, I think, at the beginning of last week after the Liam Smith press conference in America, and Coogan said, you know, what are your plans at the moment? Are you going to be getting out on any more shows? And he said, no, mate, I'm just staying in the gym, sparring, and I'm waiting on that call from Germany. So this is a man who is genuinely expecting a title shot based on what? He's had 2 6-rounders in the last year, 18 months?
He looked
chinned off Ward.
Yeah.
The one on the Goodison Park undercard, he looked marked up as fuck when he finished that.
He did, yeah. I remember seeing the pictures of that. He looked a fucking state.
Just follow much.
With Quigg, though, where else would he go? Because Quigg has, the world titles are super bantamweight. Rigo's got one. Benea's got one. Guzman's got one. What's the other? Is it Hugo Ruiz?
Ruiz is fighting.
I just can't see Quigg, those fights happening for Quigg, so that's why he's begging out for the Frampton rematch.
And they're all massive punchers, the champions.
That's it. There's no easy champion, 122 £1. Not one easy champion for them to get.
Well, Ruiz is probably the easiest, I would say, but he's got a power that will fucking put you to sleep easy.
But that's the sort of fight that they'll not take because it's like fucking high risk, low reward. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give round the panel and ask who they're going to win, right? Because we've got questions and maybe we can squeeze this pound for pound in so we can argue. Alex, who are you picking?
I'm going with Frampton. I've always said Frampton, even from super bantamweight. I think that I agree with Mark that the extra few pounds might help, but in a different sense that it might help his stamina. I always thought he had stamina issues at 122, not necessarily power issues. And I think maybe that will be alleviated by going up these extra few pounds, and that will maybe help him fight the full 12 rounds, which Santa Cruz will force him to do. So I think Frampton will win by outboxing him.
Sam?
Points.
Like I said, I think Frampton will win, but I think Leo Santa Cruz will get the nod, so I'm going to go with Leo Santa Cruz.
Ooh, controversial, right in at the end.
Very clever way of...
Picking both fighters there.
Yeah, it might also be a draw.
I've learned from the top of the predictions league, and I see. Because I'm doing fucking shit. I've got to sort my game out.
Who's doing a push?
I was pouring a drink out. I wasn't having a piss.
Drew, who do you think is going to win?
Frampton on points with no real confidence either way.
Shape.
Santa Cruz points, and as the winner of the prediction league, I'm going to say that now. I've almost certainly won it. I think my opinion should count double.
Did one of you in the WhatsApp chat not fucking say that Leo Santa Cruz is going to knock him out?
No, I don't think I saw anyone predict a knockout. Actually,
there is someone that's got
Leon just went for the KO.
Leon would go for the KO if it was like Dominic Gwynn against, I don't know, who else has got a great chin.
Ayabuchi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If those two fought, Leon would go for a KO inside 3 rounds. He loves the knockout.
Mark, who you pick?
Leo Santa Cruz.
Jeez, it's going to be a difficult one. Okay, I'm going to put bias aside. I'm going to go Frampton knockout in 2 rounds. Just no bias. Just going to be a straight, honest one from the heart. Knockout. Maybe 3 rounds. I'm going to give him a chance. No, I honestly, I said he'd be quick on points. I honestly believe. I just think the power is going to make a difference here. I do think he could end up stopping him, but very late. I do think it could be like Hiccup, so I think he could stop him between 9 and 11. I think he can stop him. Fuck it. That's where I'm going with. I've believed it for a long time.
Well,
I'm going to stick with that now.
People that listen to this podcast will obviously listen to Boxing Asylum, and as you very well know, the big boss man, Tommy Allen, he picked Quigg to knock out Frampton in 6 rounds. So did his dad. Your dad. Oh, that was a fucking howler, man. I wish the predictions league was on then so we could have slagged you. Right. My prediction is going to sound like kind of similar to the way Quigg fight's going to go, but totally different. I think Santa Cruz is better than Quigg. I feel as if Frampton's going to win the early rounds, and I think hipster fuckers don't fucking chin me about this, right? See, the same way that Hopkins doesn't do much, but because of his movement, his feints, his jab, whatever, he automatically makes people throw less punches. The same way like that. I know Frampton's nothing like these guys, but I think Leo Santa Cruz is going to throw less punches because he's wary of it's coming back, and I think Frampton's going to bank enough rounds early on that he's going to fucking scrape this. I'm going to go a split decision. A split decision Frampton win. I think it's going to be fucking really tight because I do see Leo Santa Cruz coming on right at the end. I hate keep calling him Leo Santa Cruz. That's like when you're listening to the Fitbit and you keep pronouncing their full name, isn't it? I do think he's going to come on strong at the end, and I know that Frampton came on strong against Quigg in the 12th round, but maybe just the kind of Canelo Trout way where he thinks he's banked enough rounds and the foot come off the pedal. I don't know. I just think it's going to be really fucking tight. This is a really fucking tight one. This is, you know how I was always kind of confident that Thurman was going to beat Porter, but it was still one of the fucking close fights. And see when I think I'll tell you right now, I'm picking Ward to beat Kovalev, but it's not a pick that I'm confident in. I'm picking Ward as like a prediction, right? But
why have you gone on to Ward and Kovalev?
Because this is where this fight.
Up for fuck's sake, we've been on this fight for fucking an hour.
I know.
Who are you picking?
Fuck you! I was just. No, I'm going to string this out. I'm basically picking Ward to fucking win, but I think Kovalev's going to win.
We're on this fucking fight.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All right. Anyway, I think Frampton's going to win. Let's go to the questions.
Yeah.
Frampton split decision.
Is there any? So I'm the only one picking Santa Cruz, right?
I picked Santa Cruz in the prediction league, but I'm betting on Frampton.
Sam's picked Santa Cruz as well.
And Mark's the only one who said knockout, right?
I think there'll be a couple of knockdowns. I think he'll win a few rounds 10-8.
I think there'll be knockdowns in this one. I do think it'll be.
I think he'll knock him down early as well.
Fuck me, let's move on. Come on.
Do you think? Right, fuck it. We'll move on. Right, Shep, questions.
Yeah. Thanks for the warning there, mate. Yeah, give me a couple of minutes, guys. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves.
Press pass is a prick.
Let me just load them up.
What's press pass picking?
Press pass, Paul. He's picking Santa.
Press pass.
Could you imagine like press passes? Mo just walked down the street and somebody just jumps out with a fucking ski mask on and a fucking Kalashnikov and lobs a bomb? Oh, Diary! They're trying to kill me!
How's Dad doing tonight?
You haven't been on.
No.
I'll be in Disneyland, so there's gonna be fucking murder going on if shit goes
How
wrong.
are you not going to the Frampton fight?
Fuck you. Fucking
got you good
fuming
yesterday,
about
didn't I?
this shit. When is there ever fucking boxing this time of the fucking year? Fucking disaster. Can't believe
Don't
this.
worry, Mark, you can come to Germany instead in October.
Fucking, I'm still sick about this.
You know what's good about this podcast? There's a Leeds card on and we've not even fucking talked about it.
It's actually,
yeah.
it's
Big
actually
shout out.
good.
Yeah, Dave Allen and Dillian White, who's going to win?
Warrington against Highland. Warrington will win UD. Fucking
Does
Come
Dave,
boycott John Warren,
White will
please.
win.
Want to give a shout out?
About Leeds Bastic. I want to know about Dave Allen.
Shout out to Dave Allen.
Yeah.
Seems like a good
Team
lad.
Dave Allen,
And
he supports
team
us.
MVP.
Go on the right.
Dave Allen looks like the kind of guy that he's got a big dick.
I reckon he does.
He's got a bit of a shit tattoo on his chest, but
What is it?
it just says war.
Does it say press passes more underneath it?
No, I bet he's a Ranger. He's a Rangers fan as well, which is a bit of a fucking.
Is he?
Well, he said if someone asked him who do you prefer, and he said Rangers. So.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Dave Allen, you fucking orange bastard. I hope you get knocked clean out.
Right, okay, I've got a few questions lined up. We actually only had, I thought we were going to do a feature about best, worst commentary moments, so I've got loads of those, but we don't have to do that now because we've obviously been going on quite a while. The only question for this week, specifically...
So, all that for one fucking...
No, because we've got the questions saved from last week as well.
Fuck's sake.
This week was, is Danny Jacobs' power underrated when you look at his KO percentage? Anyone can jump in on that.
Who's he fought?
Quillen? Fucking
Well, he's got one knockout in one fight, so yeah, it's 100%.
How? He broke fucking Sergio Mora's leg?
Yeah.
Lukey Boxing was not happy with that.
You've got to look at who he fought a bit with that, I think, and he obviously has got power, but I don't know if it's under it. Everyone thinks he's quite a big puncher. Like, him against Andy Lee would be such a fucking fun fight. Whoever lands first.
Yeah, he's got a dig. It's very clear. I mean, quite a lot of middleweights seem to have a fucking big dig, but that's a big dig. Yeah.
But they all seem to be a bit chinny as well. It's like they can punch,
Exactly.
but they ain't got much of a chin.
Well,
Which,
apart from Golovkin, who
yeah,
seems to
that's
be,
why
like,
him against Lee would be such, or him against Quillen again. I think it'd be this. It could go either way. Like it'd be an early knockout in any of them fights.
Oh man, I really want to say something. I don't know. It's not going to get down well with the listeners. I don't think they'll not understand it. So carry on. I'm not saying it.
Well, you just
Go
fucking
on, say it now.
Aye, fuck it. Like Danny Jacobs is one guy that he's got a good fucking happy story about cancer, but somebody else that we wish didn't he? But carry on.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Alex, I think you can probably. This was a really, really good question that we've all probably got a different answer for.
I told you.
Go on, Shep, lighten the mood.
Well, I don't
yeah.
think that's just anyway.
Alex, if you want to kick off, because I think you were actually a bit of a sort of trailblazer.
fucking.
So the question was, what was the moment that started your hate for Joe Gallagher? So it's you personally, you. So let's go round and get the first moment when they realised I can't fucking stand this guy.
I can't remember the first moment. It was back when I actually started watching. You know, we used to watch IFL videos and things like that. And you just saw, and especially the interviews after the Sky fights as well. I think that's what actually did it, because it was always, you know, they talked to the fighter, but then Joe Gallagher would always jump in and he'd be the one talking the most. He'd be the one saying, "Oh well, we're not going to fight this guy because we're doing this. So you can come to us," and all this shit. And he seemed to be blocking so many like really good domestic level fights, like Rocky Fielding against I think it might have been Paul Smith at the time, or maybe even Callum Smith, and that's why that fight took so long. And Frampton Quigg, and you just knew he was getting in the way of a lot of these really good fights because of his own ego, and he just comes across as this really controlling, egotistical, animal shagging fucking knobend.
So the animal shagging you learned about later, but it sort of reinforced your hate.
Yeah, I mean, he had this demeanour about him that, like I said, after every sort of ring interview, he'd be sat there with the fighter. You want to hear from the fighter, don't you? You want to hear from how they feel. Sometimes the fighters are a bit fucking dim. When you think of like Terry Flanagan, you think, fuck me, maybe you do want to hear from the trainer. But Joe Gallagher always just has to insert himself everywhere. Even in the pictures after the fight, he's the one holding the fucking belts and all that. It's like he seems to think that he won the fight, that he was in the ring, fucking knocking these bums out and doing all the highlight. He seems to think that he deserves all the credit, and he doesn't get enough praise for all the work that he's done for promoting his boys and getting his streak against a fucking slew of pregnant Latvians and fucking just slave traders in
that's what it was. That's what it was for me, Alex. Do you remember when he was on like the 48 game winning run or something? And his 2 fights that night to get to 50 were like Cardle against the taxi driver and Jose Burton on his fucking debut. And he were acting like it was like the biggest achievement in the world. And then you look at the fight. I think the toughest fight in the whole lot was Anthony Crolla against John Murray, which was a good fight, but like it weren't like going up against killers. Like nearly all of them were against journeymen.
Exactly. All the fights that he's got, his big streak and all that. You look at how many times did he win a fight where his fighter was the underdog? And there's maybe like Anthony Crolla. That's about it.
Alex, for a list, he's won 2 out of 9 like big fights in his career.
My moment, you saying the underdog thing reminds it perfectly. Do you remember when Crolla fought what's his face Murray in the sort of Battle of Manchester? Was that 2013? Maybe about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. And in the build-up there was all that history about Murray and Gallagher, and then breaking up, and then sort of Murray didn't want to speak to him, and Gallagher was like, breaking up is never easy, I know it is hard. I remember when, after Crolla stopped him, Crolla got up in the corner of the ring, and he was celebrating in front of the crowd, and then the camera panned out, and Gallagher was just stood in the center of the ring, like with his arms in the air. And if you entered the room at that moment, you'd think that the fat guy in the t-shirt had just won the fight. Do you know what I mean? It annoyed me so much because Crolla, like, obviously it was his moment, and Gallagher totally,
Do you remember the weigh-in for fielding against Callum? He was getting right up in fucking Harrison's face, and he was acting like a right hard cunt. And as soon as Harrison stepped up to him, he fucking bolted it.
Did he do the same with Shane McGuigan at the weigh-in? Shane McGuigan's a big cunt, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
like a personal trainer, isn't he, Shane? So he's like in very good shape.
Have any of you watched the My Name Is Joe documentary Sky did?
No.
I'm not watching that.
The Crown Gym shout that he gave out, that's a classic.
I can pinpoint when I started hating them. It was back in the 8th of January 1980, Bell's Hill Maternity, when basically I was in a ward, and I got brought into this life with a C-section with my mum, and it was at that point in time I just thought, I've got this fucking horrible feeling there's some cunt pumping my dog through. and fucking 36 years later I find out it's Joe Gallagher. It's been haunting me all my fucking life. It's a vile fucking thing to live with.
Is that why you respect animals so much? You're trying to protect them from Joe Gallagher.
Literally the boxing community in Britain thinks Joe Gallagher fucking molests animals because of this podcast. How good is that? Joe Gallagher shags dogs.
Well, they think Kell Brook is gay because of rumours that we pretty much started.
Joe Gallagher looks like a badger.
Here, lads, I have the head, lads. Okay, so I'll catch us later on.
See you in a bit, Mark.
Good luck.
Anyone who fucking said they want the Santa Cruz to win, I hope you get the shits. That's particularly for you, Shep.
That's quite nice. I hope
See you in a bit, pal.
Shep, do you want to tell the listeners you shat yourself the other day?
Aye, Shep, tell the story about your fight as well.
Yeah. It was.
If people don't know, Shep actually we might hear a picture of his boxers. He literally shat his boxers.
Yeah.
He thought it was a
He was in a phone conference.
Washing him off in the shower.
I did it back on. I did it while on a conference call, which lasted for about an hour, and I sort of was sat there probably for half an hour, and then I gradually realised what had happened, and then made a video of me washing them in the shower.
Well, that must have been your wife must have fucking get flashbacks to when she was just a lass.
No, but you know what? It was one of those situations where I stood up, realised what had happened, and thought, right, now I could lie about this and try and cover it up, or I could just, come clean and admit what's happened. So I just stood up and went, I'm really sorry, and then I turned around and showed her, and she said, okay.
Shep, serious question.
Come clean probably wasn't the best expression there.
Yeah.
Serious question, Shep. Did your wife grow up in one of the bamboo houses that you always see in the fucking martial arts films?
Like Pacquiao did. He genuinely did grow up in like a bamboo village.
In a mud hut. He grew up in.
No, genuinely he did.
Did his dog get eaten?
He left home because his dad ate his fucking dog when he was at work.
Yeah, fucking, that's how Joe Gallagher likes him.
That's why Gallagher would never. Yeah, he kept trying to sign Pacquiao. That's why he sends all his guys out to spar.
I'm so intrigued with that shit. Did your woman wear the wee fucking like it looks like floorboard and shoes? They just the wee square rectangle, fucking wooden shoes.
Your Asian references are all over the place, Brian. Absolutely mental.
She wears a lampshade as a hat.
Shall we do this?
She's got a really long neck.
Shall we do this pound for pound and have a good scrap?
Is she really worried about Zars, Shep? Because they really all wear them fucking masks.
Bird flu, mate.
Does she wear the things that looks like Gandalf, like they cotton dress things?
With a big old fucking lampshade, wobbling along.
You big fucking cuffs on your arms so you can tuck them inside each other.
He lives in a giant tent and rides a horse around everywhere. Yeah.
With a big samurai sword.
Yeah, with a samurai, yeah.
And a panda as the weapon.
Yeah.
Crouch inside the hidden Shep.
Did your woman have a panda as a pet?
Oh, dear. Did Dad eat it?
Shall we do the pound for pound?
Well, no, guys, I have genuinely got a couple of other questions. One more actually.
When did you start hating Gallagher?
Me?
Yeah.
It was probably around the Crawler-Murray fight. I'd never really paid attention to it before that, and then I just saw the way he behaved in the build-up to that, and how every single time they'd ask Murray about, what's it like you're going to face Joe Gallagher again? And he was like, look, I don't want to talk about Joe Gallagher. I want to talk about Crawler. But then Gallagher would just talk about himself in every interview. And I just thought, yeah, mate, the fight is about the two guys, not about you. And he had just zero self-awareness about how much of an idiot he looked. But I guess, he did get the win in the end. I really wanted Murray to win that fight to shut up the trainer. And also, after the the Reese fight, Gallagher claimed it like Crawler won easily. And I still think Reese won that fight. But yeah.
Next question.
Right, next question.
Dewey, can I just ask Dewey? Because Dewey's quite a nice bloke, so he might not dislike Gallagher as much as us.
I don't hate him, but he's not my cup of tea. Do you know one thing that really grinds my gears are trainers acting like promoters, and I don't see the need for trainers to be on the top table at press conferences, and very few are. And I just think they set themselves up for a fall when they do that. And some of the stuff in the Frampton Quig build-up really tested my patience.
Would you trust your dog in a bit, Joe Gallagher?
I haven't got a dog, but the answer would be no.
But what if I bought your dog? What if I went to a dog pound and got your dog?
Well, as long as it was
that's not a reference to Yusuf, Mark.
Or O'Hara Davis. Fucking guinea seed.
O'Hara Davis, you fucking cabbage. Did he not shag one of the ring birds or something like that? He was bobbing. No, who was he bobbing? Oh, was it no Sim's daughter or something like that? And he was going to get his cunt kicked in? Something like that. Somebody tell me that.
He's getting his cunt kicked in off a fucking cruise. Just watch.
Yeah, Reynolds can smash him. Right, now this was the last question. I actually think it's quite a good one. Anyone jump in. Do you think Golden Boy are testing the waters, having the Smith-Canelo fight in the big stadium? Are they testing the waters with a future Golovkin fight in mind? In terms of the stadium appeal of Canelo or whatever it is.
They're never fighting Golovkin, so no.
No, because that's a Vegas fight. There's too much money for fucking that sort of fight to not go to Vegas. Only, you know how
got that new arena, aren't they?
You know how Golovkin goes to LA when it's a shite opponent. Well, the likes of Canelo only goes to Texas. Like Manny Pacquiao only goes to Texas when it's a fucking shit opponent. In fact, I don't know. Mark Carrillo was a decent fight, but he was off for a while. But
the quality one was shit.
They only go there if it's a shitey fight. Other than that, Golovkin's a fucking Vegas fight. There's no danger that Vegas when they pump so much money into that. So
all this talk about 80,000 and that's bullshit. I've heard what the owner of the club said, and he said it's only the lower bowl open, so it's 30,000 capped. So, you know, when people are saying it's going to be empty, well, it will.
They won't even feel that. They won't even feel that.
They won't feel that, but they'll do probably 20,000, won't they?
Liam Smith will bring 400 fans over, no bother. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, from Vegas to Dallas.
Do you know we all think Canelo feels the pinch at light middleweight? Do we think it might be in Texas to help him take whatever he needs to take to get to light middleweight?
Ooh, what are you implying there?
That's nice.
Implying that Texas don't do any drug testing.
Also, that they're you know, if there's a state where you can get away with not actually quite making the limit, but just sort of, do you remember that the Freitas Barry Jones fight where he gets on the scales, his team cheer, and then he just gets off immediately and starts drinking water, and everyone goes, oh well. Yeah, I guess he made it then. I think I could see Team Canelo pulling something like that.
I thought the Khan Canelo weigh-in were weird. Khan Canelo both weighed in bang on, like not an ounce under or over, and they were both stood up there for about 1 second each. They were like step on, straight off. I
think there's a lot of shit going on with weigh-ins for Canelo.
I do, especially with catch weights. I don't think he's been weighing in at 155. I think he's been weighing in at what he fancies, like 158 maybe.
Well, he's got
he's rotten as well. Do you know Erkan Tepe is allowed, even though I know he did fight in Germany in the end anyway, but on the WBC website it's listed that Erkan Tepe is banned except in Texas.
Fuck's sake. This is for the this is for the WBO belt as well, isn't it? So there's no sort of like 30-day and 7-day weight check for Canelo. So we're not going to see how his weight progresses as it goes along. So you might be onto something there about the possible use of diuretics.
They've stopped doing that ever since. I remember for the Trout fight, they did the 30-day weigh-ins and all this stuff, and they were sort of publicising both both fighters are in great shape. It's going to be a great fight. All this stuff. And as soon as it emerged that 30 days before the fight, Canelo was like 10 pounds heavier than Golovkin, the guy he's claiming he's smaller than. They stopped doing it. So yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think there's always something dodgy that goes on in Texas. I mean, with the Trout fight, it was the open scoring, wasn't it? It was the ring canvas being like a fucking trampoline. There was all sorts going on that night, and I think, yeah, wouldn't be surprised if there was similar. Which is a shame because, Beefy on a level playing field would smash him. Team Beef.
We all know the fight should be at Anfield. Simple as that, really.
I think they had another mega fight booked at Anfield. That was the problem. Callum Smith versus that little guy again, the little Argentinian guy, rematch.
That was quite a good fight.
Yeah, it actually was. Did we say Hearn will probably get him back over at some point?
He loves recycling bums, doesn't he?
He'll probably beat Rocky Fielding.
Shall we do
a disappointment, weren't it?
I'm still
that's the end of the
fight.
Shall we do the pound for pounds and have an argument then?
I've not even got a top 10. I'm just going to wing it. So
I've got my. Let me get mine up.
I've got a top 5, but the rest.
Well, I'll tell you what. For the sake of time, one of the questions we had last week again was, can the panel do their top 3 pound for pound? So why don't we could do top 3 or top 5 maybe?
Boom.
Can I go first?
Yep.
Right, Cleverly, Liam Williams, and Barry Jones.
Fucking Barry Jones is my boy.
You haven't got Selby in there.
Yeah, he's 4th.
I had mine was still Gonzalez 1, Ward 2, and Riggindale 3. That's my top 3. That's been my top 3 for a while, to be honest.
Sorry, what? Say again?
Gonzalez, Ward, Riggo, top 3.
Where's Kovalev?
Alex, don't start this shit.
No, Kovalev's in there, Alex. He's number 5 at the moment.
Okay.
I got Pacquiao at 4.
Brian, do yours, because you're going to cause some controversy here, aren't you?
I've got Roman Gonzalez number 1. I've got Manny Pacquiao number 2.
He's retired, so no.
I have got Kovalev number 3.
Well, Manny Pacquiao's retired, so.
Nice fucking no! Stop trying to be a fag.
Yeah, he's retired until he fights
Stop
again.
trying to be a faggot.
Retired until he fights again. Then you can stick him wherever you want. You can stick him up your ass if you fucking want. But for now, he's retired.
No.
Yeah.
But do you have Ward?
Alex, he's already said he's coming back in November. He's confirmed.
But he needs to fight first. He can say what he wants. He can come back. He might not. You can't just stick in there because he said he's coming
I didn't
back.
take Floyd out my
You might
list.
lose, for fuck's sake.
I didn't take Floyd out my list until May.
That's embarrassing.
You know what's embarrassing? You.
I don't know about.
Nice banter there, mate.
I don't know. I think
I don't want to come back with.
I think Kovalev's ahead of Ward at the minute, just because how little Ward's done in the last fucking 2 years.
Oh, Alex, who was your fucking 1, 2, 3?
Gonzalez, Kovalev, Ward.
What a fucking casual, man. There's like, I shouldn't even get fucking Ward in my top fucking 10. I shouldn't have, but I got him in.
Gonzalez, Pacquiao, Kovalev.
Right.
I've got Gonzalez, Pacquiao, Rigo.
See, right, this is the controversial thing. I've not even got Rigo in my top 10 now.
It's difficult though, isn't it? Because do you base it on their wins at when does a good win become? When do you not consider it anymore? Because like Andre, I struggle as good as he is. I struggle to make a case for him because he had what's he done for the last 3 years?
Yeah.
The only reason I've got Ward in here is because I feel that Barrera was there or thereabouts top 10, and I've used that as because I didn't want to take the abuse, not having Ward in here. I'll give you my fucking top 10.
Right, Chilemba. By that same argument, Chilemba was a very solid top 10 fighter. That's why Kovalev's at number 2 for me. Kovalev has smashed Pascal, who's never been fucking beaten to fucking shit like that before. Never been touched
Twice.
Or twice. Obviously the Hopkins win. People show 50-year-old fucking Hopkins. Loads of people picked Hopkins to beat him. Hopkins was pound for pound.
Says he was going to outman him.
Hopkins was in the pound for pound top 10 list at that point. He had 2 belts, and loads of people picked him to beat Kovalev, and Kovalev fucking schooled that old man, schooled him, which is something nobody predicted.
Right.
And I think that
he pretty much won every round, I think.
He did.
Right.
It was a shutout, absolute shutout.
Right, I'll give you my list, right? And bear in mind, right, Rigo was not in the top 10 until he beat Donaire, right? So see when I fucking give you my next guy, I do not want any fucking cunt bitching about me.
What, so this is your number 4?
Number 4, I've got Fury.
Fuck off.
Come
Jesus
on.
Christ.
Vlad was fucking top 3, top 2.
Yeah, but
Fuck's sake.
nah.
So explain to me how Rigo could be top 5 with any cunt then be beating one guy who was top 5.
You beat Jazza Dickens. Have a bit of fucking respect.
Because Donaire was coming off of he was fighter of the year. He was in his absolute prime.
Vlad Huntley lost in 11 years.
Donaire was a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter when he got absolutely dominated by Rigo. The same as if Ward or Kovalev dominate the other one, they will probably.
Rigo wasn't pound for pound. It's not the same as Ward Kovalev because Rigo's not.
No. Yeah, Rigo absolutely scored Donaire, and Donaire was in his absolute prime. Vlad was not in his prime. I'm a big Fury fan, but I cannot say that he beat the prime Vlad. You cannot say that he beat.
I haven't got him top 10.
I haven't got Fury top 10.
I haven't
Not
got
top
Fury
10?
top 10. No, not in top 10.
I think, though, you put in, like, what's your criteria? Because I think sometimes you go on what their resume, and then other times you go on what you like to see, and then it kind of fucks it all up. Because if you've got Rigo in there, it seems like it's like, it's the eye test, isn't it? Because he's got one good win.
No,
Exactly.
even on
Look at the
Bet
performances.
Twin,
Compare the performances. How good Rigo against Donaire is the best performance we've seen in the last God knows how many years of any fighter. Fury over Vlad, okay, yeah, it was a good performance, but it was nowhere near the skill level of what Rigo did to Donaire. That's an eye test factor about it.
If Fury was to go out and smash him in the rematch, then I would rank him top 10, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
Why does it matter why does it matter how well you beat somebody
No, I'm
if
not
you
saying
fucking
that.
beat
Of course it matters.
I'm saying he needs to do something else. Just beating Vlad doesn't make him top 10 for me.
Of course it does.
No, I don't think it does.
He won fucking 9 of the 12 rounds.
Yeah, but
So do you have Loma in yours?
I've got Lomachenko 9th.
I've got Lomachenko in top 10.
See, that is just...
That's fucking ridiculous.
You can't have Loma and not Fury. Fury beat the fucking man.
Lomachenko hasn't beaten one top guy.
Fuck off, hasn't he?
Who?
He's beaten, Roman
Just
Martinez.
smash Martinez.
So you're trying to tell me Roman Martinez is a better win than fucking Vladimir?
No, but
He also dominated Gary Russell,
Yeah, Gary Russell Jr. absolutely smashed him.
proven
Gary
himself.
Russell Jr. isn't even the fucking best guy in his family.
Yeah, but it's the way he beat both of them, isn't it?
So now it's eye test again.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
of course,
come
it's
on.
about. Of course, it's about how you beat them.
It's not.
It's about talent.
Wins.
It's about
It is wins at the end of the day. I agree with that. It is wins, but
No,
I don't
it's
think
skill.
that win
It
versus
has
Vlad.
to be skill.
Lomachenko wasn't in my top 10. I can tell you that right now.
The Vlad Fury beat ain't the best.
Yamanaka's not in my top 10, and he should be.
All right, let me rattle off mine then. No,
Go on.
actually, Brian, you carry on rattling off yours, and I'll see
Right.
how much I disagree with you with.
5, I've got Golovkin, basically because he's fucking.
Hey.
Oh, come off it.
Well, you've got Lomachenko at 9, but no Golovkin.
I've got Golovkin in there, but not at 5.
I tell you why Golovkin's here, because he's active and he's beating fucking who he can beat. He's now get fucking 3 belts, whether we like it or no. Right? At least he.
He got WBC belt from a bin.
I got
might
Canelo,
put
above
Crawford
Golovkin.
What?
I've got. Do you know who I've got number 4? Crawford.
Yeah, maybe Crawford.
Oh, that's
Just
fucking
goes-
ridiculous.
Pacquiao, for fuck's sake.
Pacquiao's number
one.
2.
Pacquiao's retired. Pacquiao is retired. He's
I'm
not
not
going in the
having that.
list
Alex.
until he wins.
Alex, come on.
How can you put him in this? What if he loses to Crawford or whoever he fights?
Then he goes out and Crawford.
What's the point in putting him in there then? He's done nothing to be in there. He's
He beat
retired.
him.
He beat Bradley in April.
He retired. He said, "I am retiring
This is
from the
ridiculous.
sport."
Is Roy Jones Jr. in there?
I've got Sir Joe at number 5.
Exactly. What's this? This is what you're arguing. You're arguing, but just because.
He hasn't lost a round in almost 10 years.
Exactly.
Right.
I think
Number 4.
can't even agree on the criteria.
Go on, Carl.
I'll be honest, man. I do not know how anyone can have Lomachenko in there with the fucking gags that he's beaten.
Yeah, but other than
The talent.
Champions
with
at 2
Golovkin,
weights.
other
How
than
can
Lemieux, who
it doesn't matter whether he's a champion in 2 fucking weights. It's who he's fucking beaten to get the belts. Are you trying to tell me that his wins? How is he?
Who's Golovkin beaten to get his belts? Other than Lemieux, who's he beat? Who's he beat that you would consider like even top 30 pound for pound?
Yeah. Who's he beat? Who would you say that he's beat is better than Gary Russell Jr. and even fucking Roman Martinez?
Gary Russell Jr.'s got 1 fucking win, and that's like Gonzalez. You need to take into consideration who these guys have beat. You can't just pick, Gary Russell's a good win. How? Because he's a good win. That is not even an answer.
Who's Golovkin beat?
Golovkin's beat fucking consistent top 10 guys in his division.
Yeah, I think you could argue that Loma's beaten a few top 5 guys in 2 divisions.
But do you not think it's about longevity as well? It can't just be fucking 1 win or 2 wins like that.
I've got Golovkin. I just don't have him in the top 5 because I've
got Canelo above Golovkin because who's he beat? Well, fair enough, he blurred the line between winning and losing a few of them, but he still got the decision. Same as the reason why Brian had Danny Garcia in there, like last year.
Brian, do you have?
Garcia had recent wins that were excellent. Yeah, now he doesn't really.
Brian, do you have Inoue in there?
I've got Inoue number 8.
So why don't you have Lomachenko in there?
Oh!
Burn.
Because Inoue jumped up two weights and beat the guy in that division.
Yeah, and Lomachenko is a 2-weight champion.
Look, you starting bastard! You didn't think I was going to be able to answer that.
Rattle off your full list.
Right, Martinez, Manny, Kovalev, Fury, Golovkin, Ward. And Ward's only in there because I couldn't be asked for the grief. Estrada, Inoue, Canelo, Crawford.
Crawford that low?
Crawford's only fucking got post-Stala for really fucking. He beat Ricky Burns and fucked off after it.
Lineal at 2 weights, mate.
He's lineal.
I've only got Crawford at 8.
Crawford had the ring mag at 135, didn't he? You had the ring
mag. Yeah.
I think.
He beat who?
Beltran.
Oh, fucking please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
His second best win is Ricky Burns, and I think it's a bit rich.
I think that's so Richard of Burns.
And that's a 3-way world champion.
3-way world champion. Exactly.
Shep, have you done a 10?
I've got Burns in at 10. Stuck in there somehow. Oops.
Has anyone got Stephen Simmons in? He's been doing bits.
I've got Canelo in at 10.
Has anyone got Lennox Clark in there?
Get Willie Lemon.
The winner of Coyle versus Nurse will go.
I like Nurse. I think he's good.
Well, definitely.
I hope he fucking.
The Frampton LSC winner will go in there.
Basically, I've got. There's about 2 or 3 guys on my list that are 1 loss away from dropping off, and then the person who beats them will take that. So I've got Pacquiao at 4. I think I've got Crawford at 7. If Crawford beats him, then they basically swap places. I've got Bradley still in there at number 8 because I
don't see how you can put Bradley in this.
No,
because of. He lost a fight, but he's also, if you look at his wins over the last 2 years as well.
So have you still got Vlad in there then?
He beat Rios.
You see, I've taken
and Vargas.
He also beat Marquez.
That's longer than 2 years.
How long ago was that?
2.5 years ago, something like that.
You'll have got Ward at number fucking 2 or 3.
I have, yeah.
Talking about long fucking. No, I'm on about Alex moaning about years ago.
Yeah,
fucking Ward had done off for 28 years.
He beat fucking Barrera. He was a solid top 10 fucking opponent.
That's top 10 win, yeah. We'll have the cleverly...
And Smigger Smig at Smigger Smig's natural weight of 250 pounds.
198 pounds, yeah.
Prime Smigger Smig, he knocked him out.
Can I ask about, because this weekend, obviously Frampton, Santa Cruz, do either of them sneak in at the bottom of it if they win?
Winner goes in at like 8 or 9.
I'll tell you what, I think there is the person who wins that fight will be in an incredibly strong position to get Fighter of the Year. They'll need one good win after that to get
Especially if it's Frampton.
Yeah, exactly. If Frampton wins that, and then maybe he fights one other sort of top 5 guy at the weight, I think he could he'd be a really good player.
When Frampton wins, it's the British Fighter of the Year, hands down. Nobody's beating him.
Well, AJ, he won a title.
Don't be daft. No, don't be daft. The Kovalev Ward winner is Fighter of the Year.
I'm not talking about. I said British, you prick.
It's between him and Crawler, innit? If Crawler beats Linares.
Yeah, but if Frampton went on to fight Selby and beat him, I think he's nailed that then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If he beats another champion at 126, yeah, I agree. I'm not sure if he'd be able to. I don't know.
He's not going to fight the rest of the year. I can tell you right now. After this fight, he's not fighting for the rest of the year.
Well, he'd still have a good claim if he wins.
What about if Crawford beat Pacquiao?
Oh, top.
Yeah. Then, well, Crawford was fighter of the year for 2014, wasn't he? And that,
no, the Kovalev did they not?
Yeah.
In a way, we got that.
No, I don't. No, I think.
Anyway, he didn't get that. He was too late to vote because he won in January or something.
He should have got that though. He should have.
But Crawford got it, I'm sure. No.
It was between Kovalev, Crawford.
No, because Adam fucking Smedo won money on it, didn't he? Because he had Kovalev.
Ring Magazine had Kovalev, but I had Inoue.
I thought ESPN had Crawford. I might be.
Crawford goes to number 2 if he beats Pacquiao. Behind the Ward Kovalev winner.
I meant like fighter of the year. Is he gonna be
yeah, he'd be fighter of the year.
And then what about if Quadras ices Gonzalez? Where does he go?
Oh, I'll be fucking in my glory if that happens.
That would be pretty funny.
I reckon he goes.
Maybe they'll curse you use all fucking busting
are we all in
baby
agreement
midgets.
We're all in agreement Gonzalez is one, though, aren't we?
Yeah.
I've never seen him fight
We're all in agreement Pacquiao was
I tell you this right now. See fucking like maybe I'll come out the morning and says, right, I'm fighting in fucking December. Does he go straight back in at one then?
Yeah.
If he officially unretires, I think, you could put him back in at one.
How can you do that?
Oh, there you go then, fucking you're raging, you're fucking raging, you wee midget bastards.
You're the ones that are going mental over it. How
Maybe
the fuck can you bring someone who's not fought? What? Oh, okay. Fucking.
So you put Manny back in at number 2?
Just coming out of retirement to fucking fight some cunt. Is he going in?
Maybe just because
top fucking into the list.
Maybe it's just because I never believed Pacquiao was going to retire. I just thought it was like a PR.
It doesn't matter if you believe it. He said it.
Yeah, I know, but I never believed it, and then like 6 weeks later,
He said he was going to retire, and he came back after a fucking dancing stint and looking like a fucking fanny and smashing about 5 of his fucking birds that he was shagging. And he came back fighting, and people stuck him in at number 2, I think.
behind Manny.
Exactly.
No, it wasn't. It was joint
And then
first.
if he win, to actually get put back at number 1.
Who gives a fuck? You know why he got put in number 1? Because he was number 1. Did you watch that fight last year? Oh, you fucking did, didn't you? Oh, Manny Pacquiao packed up. Oh, we get that to be fucking prick.
Right, Roman 1, Pacquiao 2, Rigo 3, Ward 4, Kovalev 5, Canelo 6, Golovkin 7, Crawford 8, Lomachenko 10, and Lomachenko 9, and Inoue 10.
What a casual.
I had all of those. I had
You
all
got
of those.
Lomachenko in there because he fucking the boxing ran, you wee prick.
No, I've got him in because he's beat Gary Russell Jr. and smashed Martinez.
Guys,
Right, so why's Ricky Burns not in there? He's a freeweight world champion.
I've got Ricky Burns undisputable. He's just infinite above number 1. He just can't.
But seriously, you have turned around and says, oh, 2-weight world champion. Ricky Burns a 3-weight world champion. Why is he not there then?
He is. I've just told you he's above number 1. You can't knock him off that. He'll be there forever.
What about does Lebedev have a shot maybe at the bottom end of it?
I was going to chuck Lebedev in.
That cunt's been going for years. And looking as ugly as he is, he's done well to just get out of bed in the morning. So.
And that fucking uniform he wears on the way to the ring, he deserves credit for that.
He's like a Pizza Express chef, isn't he?
Got his cunt kicked in off the fucking Guillermo Jones there.
Yeah, but he was juicing.
Guillermo Jones is
what?
5 with me.
What do you mean, so what?
That's fucking finish this, man. Fuck, I need to fucking upload all that shit before I go to bed.
Is anyone still
Like
listening
3
to
hours,
this?
man.
Or have we just been chatting to ourselves for the last half hour?
The Asylum did 2 hours 45, and I thought we'd struggle to beat it. We have easily beaten it.
Well, not yet, we haven't.
There's 64 cunts still on here fucking watching my ears.
Well, when did you go live? What time did you go live?
About 8:10.
Well, we're on about 3:40 then.
Oh, fuck's sake.
No, 2:40 even.
Keep it going.
That press pass is a prick, isn't he?
Let's do a bottom. Let's do a bottom 10. So the 10 worst fighters in the world.
You
Deacon.
can't do that. Just say Deacon and Carp. He'll go in there.
All 3 of the Upton brothers.
Yeah. They won about fucking one of them won English, didn't
I
they?
love that.
Well, you mentioned the fucking Upton brothers. I tell you what, see that Bricky man? I'd probably suck off that.
Bricky.
No, that Bricky. That's a private nickname for
So
us.
when Pop's got tweeting us saying, can you give me a quote on an extension or something like that?
Oh, down here. I'm in Shakoff, that's the fucking my thing. But if you're listening, Shady Man, I would fucking eat you out.
She is.
Oh,
Dear.
We're going to
But anyway,
just spread your legs for daddy and call me Mohammed.
end it. Has anyone got that press pass song to play to fade us out?
Brian.
Fox has got it.
Can you hear it though? You can't hear it.
Yeah, we heard it before.
do the song.
If you got it on your phone, put it next to your
I
microphone.
can't find it on my phone anymore.
I've got it, don't you worry, kid. I've got it saved in my phone.
And play Rocco's one as well.
Oh, God.
Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
Can't hear the lyrics very well.
Put it closer to the mic.
Sing along with it, Brian.
Can you hear it though?
Very faintly, you can't hear it very well. Fuck's sake.
Oh, he's right here, the Rocco one before we go.
Yeah.
On, he's got the other press brass music.
He's want the Rocco one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, guys, that's that before we finish. Oh fuck, man, this keeps me the boat. This.
2 weeks ago,
That's loud as well.
good late wife, absolutely loved a bit of sex. So, before we went away for the night a few months ago, she bought, don't get me wrong, she's never like,
What the fuck is this?
don't dress up or whatever.
Listen.
But she bought a blindfold and these handcuffing. So we was doing it, and she had a top on, so I lifted it over her and like had it over her nose and her eyes. She couldn't see. So I was like, where's that handcuffs and where's that fucking blindfold that you got? So I was searching for all the fucking drawers. Searching for all the drawers. Anyway, then she found them in this chest of drawers. Brought it in the house and put this blindfold on. Put it blindfold on. But it was like that Batman mask there. Like the nose bit, instead of just being a normal blindfold that covers the eyes, it had like a nose bit, but the nose bit was like hard and like pointed. So I put it on and she looked like fucking Batman. So I said, I feel like I'm Emery Batman. So she had this fucking stupid fucking blindfold on. And I handcuffed her and I fucking went to town and I squirted her all over the fucking place.
We've been next, big pod.
Thanks for listening. Join us next week.
Bye. Oh, that's a wrap. Goodbye.
Thank